That first reveal is pretty depressing. I mean, that doesn't look good, does it? But you can't rip on the native plant for that. It was killed by this, or at least made very unhealthy by this. Note that when I'm working on the Cape ivy, when I'm working on removing the Cape ivy, you don't see any other plants. You don't see anything else growing out through it. You don't see any hints of any other plants. Design, ecology, and evolution, they all go together. Plant design allows for certain things to take place in coexistence. For example, certain plants can't exist with other plants. By removing the Cape ivy, I am allowing to grow up through the ceanothus bee plant, California blackberry, and green spot nightshade. The bee plant can send up a stalk that grows all the way up until it reaches the light, and then can grow more stems from there and flower. The other two that I mentioned are vines. We know how vines work. They find their way through. All of those plants provide flowers, meaning they also provide a source of pollen for pollinators. Oh, I almost left out that the ceanothus itself also flowers. So that's four different plants that are deprived of flowering because of the Cape ivy. But even that is oversimplifying things, because it's not just plants like the ivy or the bee plant that interweave with the ceanothus. You have other brush that grow in harmony with the ceanothus. Right next to ceanothus branches, I can find golden bush or coyote brush. And the other plants that I said lived in harmony with the ceanothus also live in harmony with those plants. So you have, for example, flowering California blackberry weaving through ceanothus, weaving through golden brush, golden through coyote brush. One that I just thought of but hadn't come to mind previously is because it's not flowering, but once it is flowering, it really stands out, and that's the monkey flower. Another one that extends through other plants, works along with other plants. Sure, the Cape ivy provides its own pollen, but that's it. It's a monoculture. It's not just a monoculture, it's a monoculture that achieved its monoculture status by suffocating everything else. The other three plants that I talked about and the pollen that they provide can't exist in harmony with the Cape ivy. It's because the Cape ivy doesn't want that. You're sacrificing all the three native ones for the sake of the non-native one. And of course, this doesn't have to be about one specific plant and another specific plant. It can be several plants all doing this together. Some plants won't be able to exist with other plants because of their domination, because of their thick cover, because of their height. Unless that height comes with a design that allows for growth. For example, you can't have the height and the thick cover. That doesn't allow for much of anything. But if you have the height and airy branches with plenty of space to let light through, to let other plants come through, then something could actually come from underneath, make its way up through the branches, and live in harmony with the other plant.